In this video, we're going to go over a tip, or really a series of tips that apply to sales, and those are characteristics of successful salespeople. Okay, first and foremost, sales takes time, energy, and knowledge of the service, right? So come prepared, get used to being told no, you're going to have to overcome objections, etc., right? But you're definitely going to have to showcase how you can apply your energy, time, and knowledge of the service in order to be a successful salesperson, okay? And the following are going to be some things that apply to salespeople, right? Or at least salespeople that are going to be the most successful. Salespeople that tend to have success focus on what appeals to the interest of the prospect, right? And at the end of the day, the customer can be our best salesperson or our bitterest saboteur, right? So what is in the best interest or what appeals to that prospect, right? Focus on that. And at the end of the day, like butter up the prospect, right? We want to put our best foot forward and give that customer, that prospect, the best experience we possibly can. How we can do that is by prioritizing service, right? Do things like build rapport with the customer, understand their problems, educate them on our solutions. And this is kind of funny, but right, don't be a bore, right? A salesperson cannot bore the prospect into buying, right? A salesperson can only interest the prospect into buying. A great example of a type of script that you can utilize is going to encourage the concept of social proof. Social proof, more or less, is just underlying human psychology that whoever your friends, neighbors, colleagues, family, etc., whoever they know, like, and trust is probably who you know, like, and trust, especially if you know that they know, like, and trust them. So how we can encourage this, for instance, is by using a script like, I was helping your neighbor, Mrs. Jones, with gutter cleaning. Do you know them? Or, she's next door, whatever, right? If Miss Jones knows us and she trusts us to clean her gutters, that listener is probably more likely to know, like, and trust us as well because, she knows Miss Jones and I actually want to keep up with the Joneses. And, if Miss Jones selected you guys, maybe I should select you guys too. If she's comfortable with you guys, had a good experience, etc., that builds some trust and credibility with me. Next, or last, really, is avoid mentioning competitors, okay? Mentioning competitors is just going to put the conversation into a negative frame of mind, okay? It produces a negative atmosphere around that part of the conversation, and we do not want to come across as mudslinging our competitors to our customers, right? That act is going to initiate distrust in the customer towards us, right? They're going to it's going to make it seem like we lack integrity. And ultimately, it's going to come across in a negative way, so much so that they might dislike us because of our conduct, right? If we're out here talking trash about competitors, that probably doesn't come across us or make us seem, very admirable, I could say. And really, if the customer feels certain that the quality of what we do is positively good, and then the customer or the consumer is uncertain of the quality of the competitor, then they're more likely to hire us, right? So at the end of the day, we don't need to be superior to the customer. They just need to feel some assurance of the quality that we'd provide them, and however we come across, right? It's all relative to the customer or to the other competitors, but it's not about coming across as superior to the competitor. I think that's a slight differentiation in how that could be perceived. And don't talk trash about competitors, right? Focus instead on what is good about our services, right? Say it clearly, say it honestly, and in an informative way that shines the spotlight on us instead of the opposite towards a competitor. So those are some characteristics that we can try to flex or focus on whenever we're conducting any sort of sales.